6 reasons why introverts hate phone calls. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Before we get into it, I highly suggest you stay to the end because the last one, it really blew my mind when it comes to being an introvert. It had me like, oh, this one I don't like taking calls from people, okay? So the first one, it interrupts you. Introverts don't like randomness. Introverts don't like being interrupted. Introverts like to feel prepared when they're going into things, right? And phone calls is the clearest gateway to interrupt somebody while they're unprepared and catch them off guard, right? As for extroverts, it's more so better, quicker to think on their feet, handle the situation and get back to what they were doing like nothing happened and keep that same energy. Introverts' enthusiasm is very volatile, we should say. Okay, so an introvert is locked in and focused and getting things done throughout the day, which is normally when they would. They don't want many interruptions. They don't want to be thrown off course that much. They rather have their conversations later on in the day, right? So they can have, got their work done. They feel good. Now they like, okay, let's go. Whatever you got on this conversation over the phone, I can handle it. And it's crazy to think that they put that much thought into it. But introverts, you introvert, listen to this, you know what I'm talking about. Number 2, miscommunication worries. This goes into me saying introverts thinking a lot before they get on the phone. Introverts like to prepare mentally before they get on the phone. You like to sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to say this when he say this. Then when she say that, I'm going to say this, right? You put all that energy into it and it's draining. I know it's very draining. So sometimes introverts just see the phone call and they just might not answer it because they're like, I don't feel like getting mentally prepared for this call, especially when I'm on a time limit because, people call you, it's time limit. So you're trying to think real fast. I wonder what this conversation is about. And all these thoughts going through your head and now you just lost 10% of your social battery juice, right? Without even talking on the phone. So that's one struggle introverts deal with. So the miscommunication worries is they gonna understand me? Am I gonna understand them? If it's from a random person you don't even know, then it's like, is they even gonna speak clear English? Am I gonna be able to tell them what I need? Is they gonna be able to tell me what they are calling for clearly? Are we gonna have a clear understanding, right? And again, all these thoughts get to going through their head and just had them just drain. And that was just one phone call. Number 3, you prefer texting. As an introvert, you prefer to text people and deal with the situation later on, especially if it's something that can wait, right? If it's not nothing important, if it's not an emergency, we don't really need to talk about that right now because it's the beginning of the day, I'm charged up. I want to use this energy towards productive activities more than just socializing, right? And that's one thing introverts deal with when it comes to phone calls. So they just sit there and they're like, just text me. Or, you call them, they could be sitting in their office chilling, eating lunch or something. You call them, they text you, hey, I'm very busy. Can you just text me, please? What is the situation? And then, you text them and then they call you or something like that. And you be like, I thought you just said you was, right? But that's the way introverts, try to keep it under control. Because like I said, introverts don't like randomness. Don't let an introvert be a perfectionist. And all of that mixed together is just, don't call them. Number 4, you don't want to be a bother. Introverts do not like bothering people. It goes into the thinking and the social interaction, communication worries, and all of those things. It's all tied into an introvert just not wanting to bother you, okay? I've had a few sales jobs over the years, and I was pretty good at them, but at the same time, the one thing I hated about it was bothering people. If you call me, you need my help. If I call you to help you and I know I actually have value to give you and things of that nature, that's different. But when it's like random cold calls, door knocks, things like that, it's just so much a lot of times you just automatically get looked at as a person that's just about to bother me. It's like, that's the wall person put up. Like, what you at my door for? Like when people knock at my door, I'm like, what you at my door for, right? And introverts, they just don't like bothering people. And it's on the flip side when they actually have to make the call, right? Introverts think about that. Like, I don't like people bothering me. So me calling this person, I just hope I'm not a bother to them. And a lot of times, you're not being a bother to people, but this is just something that introverts gotta struggle and deal with every time just to make a simple phone call. Number 5, you don't know what energy you're going to get. This goes into like the first one, the randomness, the interruption. It's like, And on top of that, you don't know what energy you're going to get. So like I said, you having a good day, you can just be out having fun with your family, right? Y'all having fun, y'all on cloud nine, right? And then your cousin call you like, hey man, can you talk right now? Your energy already done dropped, because introverts are usually more empathetic human beings. So when they're on the phone with somebody who's low energy, an introvert ain't just gonna be super excited. They're gonna start coming down with you to meet you at your level and empathize with you. So that's one thing introverts worry about when they're about to answer the phone. Like, I don't know what energy I'm about to get, and this might ruin literally my whole day. If me and my family on cloud nine, and then you call me and bring me down to cloud two, you feel me? Now my family, I'm about to put their energy off on them, right? And then their energy is going to go down. So that's just a concern introverts have when it comes to answering the phone. They just don't know what energy they're going to get. And number 6, last but not least, this one is hilarious. It holds you hostage. Look, as an introvert, you probably suck at ending conversations. I know, I'm there. I've been working on it, okay? I've been working on it for the good of my family, okay? We can be out at places and we gotta be back home by 8 o'clock so we can start making dinner or whatever it is. Meanwhile, we out here, as soon as 7 o'clock roll around, I'm in a conversation with one of my cousins or my brothers. Next, I'm sucked into this conversation. And now it's 7:05, 7:10. Tell myself, do 7:30, 7:30 come. 8 o'clock come, my wife's giving me that look like, hey, it's time to go, right? And I'm just like, how do I end this conversation, right? That's just a struggle introverts normally have. It's something you can work on. Like I said, I've gotten a lot better at it, but when you're sitting on the phone, introverts don't know what is this conversation about to be, right? On top of the fact that how long is this conversation gonna last? Because I know if this person is really, we having an emotional conversation, I don't want to just end it, because I already suck at ending conversations. So if this is a serious conversation, this person talking about, it can go 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. And you're like, dang, we've been on the phone for an hour. It's about time to end this conversation. And 2 hours hit, and you just like, I wish I never answered this phone. Now your day is threw off, your energy is threw off, and your whole day is just frazzled. Okay, so those are my 6 reasons why introverts hate phone calls. There are plenty more, but I'm gonna just leave it at 6 for now. If you're out there listening and this video spoke to you, I have another introvert video right here for you. It's 8 struggles that only introverts will understand. So if you understood this video, this is definitely a video you want to check out. My name is Rasta White. I truly appreciate you for watching this video. My purpose is to help introverts build confidence and self-esteem and unleash their inner hero. Thank you for watching.